welcome to Don't Panic Podcast. My name is Medusa.
It's your girl Eva, and today we have our guest, the fellas. I'll let you introduce yourself.
OG Ice Cream in this bitch.
Your boy JD, OG Ice Cream.
Black in this bitch. Here he is.
So we shouted them out a few weeks ago, so I'll put their links again in the YouTube page so they can find you.
Hell yeah.
All right, so let's dive in.
Appreciate it, man. First off, thank you for the hospitality, brother.
Mr. Know-It-All.
If missing, hey, this nigga cook and he cook good, so he can know whatever the fuck he gotta know.
Big
Mr. Know-It-All. That's the Mr. Know-It-All. You know what I'm saying?
I get this every weekend, so
linguine. You know what I'm saying? Some
She
homemade.
does. She's spoiled. She gets this literally every recording session.
Man, that shit was fire.
He's
So
stuck on
shout
the
out to
sauce.
y'all. Appreciate y'all for having us, man.
All right, let's
Get into it.
talk about today's topic. So today I want to talk about, this is mostly for the guys, but I do want to know for Hennessy too, like, at what point do you turn down sex? And the only reason I'm going to ask this is because, like, I've talked to different guys. So one guy, he told me that he was about to have sex with a girl, but because she had a bush, he legit was like, oh, my mom died, I gotta go. Like, it was stupid.
That's extra.
Yes, nah.
Hell yeah.
And then I had another guy tell me that, like, unless it's like her pussy smells like fish, like, he's all in. Like, so
Yeah, if it, yeah.
that was the only time he was turning it down. So that's
That's
what I'm
where it
saying.
can get tricky.
Do you guys really just like,
Only time I'm turning down pussy is maybe when I'm tired.
even if it smells?
Even if it smells,
Oh my God.
I'm smashing pussy. That's about it. If I'm tired,
I don't know if it smells. That's a rough one.
But I
That's
never
a rough
really had
one.
no
as far as
pussy.
a bush, like who, like that's like nigga grow up. You know what I'm saying?
That's Mrs. Bush right there.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like
But no,
whatever.
come on. Like, we're in 2021. Who has a bush nowadays?
For
I'll be
real.
honest with you.
Honest.
I think if you're grown, if you're grown, you a landing strip or something, just because it's bare, so it's like adolescent. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh
a little
my
kid.
God.
And you know what?
Wait, so you don't like the bare pussy?
I don't. I
Oh,
don't.
shit.
I don't.
You're the
At least-
first guy.
I don't. But you know what? You know what messed it up
I
though?
want a baby face gangster.
Having it. But no. So I shouldn't say I don't. But it's just it got, because sometimes if it's not, then it's like raw chicken thighs, and then it's like, all right, like that you might need.
But you,
know what
like
I mean?
chicken thighs though.
You know that.
That's a good point. That's a good point. That's a good point.
I don't know.
But he
You know
said
what I'm
it
saying?
was raw.
But you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you got to cover that up. You know what I mean?
But you said
a
adolescent, so I could kind of like, you saying
little
that,
kid, it's just like a little.
that definitely puts a
If
new
it's an
perspective
adult,
on me.
like if you're in your 30s, you should at least like. That's one of those. If you could pull it off, cool. You know what I mean? Because
No.
it still looks nice if it's clean.
But you gotta have it clean.
If you got some mileage,
the
you know?
undercarriage got to be clean. You can have a you can have a little strip. Undercarriage got to be clean though.
It's to the
I
point.
feel you on
Way
that.
to the back.
It's
Yeah,
to
that
the
shit gotta
point
be
where I want to
clean,
get laser treatment.
Yeah,
Like,
It felt weird for me.
I don't even like hair on the dudes.
It's
Like,
like
I feel like not enough guys practice like.
oh,
You got
down.
a manscape, mandatory.
You got a manscape. Yeah, you got a manscape.
Yeah, down there, some guys, I'm like, wait,
You-
you don't shave?
Right.
Got to.
I feel like I come across that
That shit
more.
makes your dick look bigger anyway if you shave all the way around it, balls, all that shit. So it helps you out. Shit.
Be embarrassed.
Trim. I think trim is good.
Yeah, trim. Yeah, ain't no
Manscaped.
trim. Ain't no porn star shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's just when you're an adult, you know. I got nieces. You know what I mean? When you change a baby's diaper, it's kind of like, man. So it'll fuck you up. You know what I mean?
Well, that's different.
It'll fuck you up.
I definitely understand that. That definitely makes sense. That puts a new perspective.
Never cared before until then. Once that happened, it started. I was like, wait
Just
a minute.
traumatized you?
Yeah.
Wait, so you said you're never turning down pussy. So like, but
I mean-
so like let's say not in a relationship. Like you just met this bitch at the club and her pussy stinks. Like you're still just
JD, you're lying your ass off.
I've never turned down oral sex.
okay.
Sorry. I mean,
I was gonna say this.
Yeah,
ain't gonna hit.
yeah.
This ain't gonna be hitting his phone. Yo, my man's calling me right now, man. I got.
I take
I
that
gotta
back.
go.
I take that back. You're right.
Okay, so you do.
Yeah, because thick and pussy.
Yeah.
You're with the truth.
Because my
Yeah,
next
yeah,
question
I know.
was gonna be when you pumped it, did the smell come out?
Right. You gotta be in the zone,
nah.
bro. You gotta focus. Like,
Listen.
you gotta, oh man.
Stinky pussy
Nah.
I've walked into people that I've walked into after people doing it, and you could tell they just did it
That's
because the
disgusting.
smell in the room. I'm like,
But does it?
ew.
That's like one thing, but like
That smell smell is good, but
Yes.
bad
Yeah,
smell,
yeah,
There's certain
Yeah.
smells.
Yeah.
sex
Yes.
smell is
But,
amazing.
like-
it's just that fucking funkiness. It's
Yeah.
dirty. That's so dirty, bad.
Yeah.
Sex smell is
Hell yeah.
approved.
Yeah. All right. So
I approve that message.
the next thing I wanted to ask you guys is like, what's the? You guys have any good stories about like the pettiest shit a bitch? I want to talk about some ain't shit women. All right, because I feel like I always am talking about ain't shit dudes.
It's true.
'cause
It's
there's
true.
a
'Cause
lot
they're
of
not.
them
They're not. They're not.
ladies.
They ain't shit.
So, actually, you know what's a good question?
not
Do you
true.
feel like you guys are, because Mr. Know-It-All is always like, oh, guys, guys, guys. And I feel like he can never admit when guys are like foul. Do you guys think yourselves just stand-up guys? You don't do fuck shit? For real?
Okay, let me say something. I feel like we all feel like we're stand-up guys.
No, you don't.
We all feel that way, but most of us are not.
Wait, so, okay.
'Cause we do a lot of fuck shit, bro.
But you have to
We do a
know
lot
you're
of
doing fuck shit.
We do know, but a
So
lot
you
of us,
can't think you're stand-up if you know you're doing fuck shit.
a lot of us do stand up.
I'll be honest. I try to stay because that it gets messy, and then
Hey.
it's true. I'm too much of a. I like to be a hermit crab. I like calm. I like to be
Yeah.
away from shit. You know what I
Right.
mean? So I try to avoid
The drama.
any type of like sniffing drama. I stay
Yeah,
far away from it. I'm too old for that. I'm in my mid-30s now. I'm too old for that shit.
But before.
Even before.
real?
Hell no. I didn't have the luxury to do fuck shit. I lived in my mother's basement. I didn't have the luxury to do fuck shit, nigga.
You do fuck shit. We all do fuck shit. Stop playing.
I'm talking about like,
You never did it in the car, nothing.
That's what I'm saying.
but
bro.
I don't even
Wait,
mean
what?
like,
Time out. Wait, what?
Like you guys saying you don't do fuck shit. Like you never fucked around with a bitch like in the car, like while you were with
Oh,
another
that's
bitch.
fuck shit? Like just fucking in random places?
No,
Oh,
like while you're in a
Like,
relationship. Like I know people
Yeah,
that like they can't cheat on their girls at home, but they'll cheat in a car or something. Like you never did
Yeah.
something like
no,
that.
I was never in that position.
See shit like that.
Right.
Like, dudes be
Like,
doing that kind of shit,
right.
but we still think we're the man though.
disgusting.
I was never in that position, and I don't even with my friends, I never heard of that kind of story. Like,
Really?
I
Like-
hear that shit all the time.
All the time, bro.
in a
Oh,
car?
my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, this dude.
Listen, man.
Yeah, stop. He's lying. He's lying.
I said that story in particular. I know a whole bunch of other fuck stories. Nigga, that I can get into.
Yeah. He goes, I know none of that stuff. I don't know any of that stuff.
Like I know stories where like the mom liked the girlfriend and the boyfriend was cheating on her, but he didn't want the mom to know, so he would go out and fuck other bitches in cars and shit. Yeah, he was dirty like that, bro.
Damn, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
If
That-
you fucking in the back of a Civic, that's fucked up.
That's
Yo, cars, tellies, everywhere
Yup.
but home.
Yup.
Yeah,
See, that's like-
you know what I'm
I
saying?
fucked in different places. I fucked outside.
but like,
Like when I first started fucking, I was fucking outside more than indoors.
Anywhere you can get it.
Trails, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you know what I mean?
He said the
What? Anywhere
trails.
you can, what the trails? The
Anywhere
time.
you
Like,
can get it,
anywhere you can go. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I'm just.
What I'm saying, there's always opportunities for y'all to be fuck niggas.
but you were single, I hope.
Man, but how many girls you are fuck boys that night? But how many girls will fuck girls that night?
There's a lot of fuck girls.
Because I mean,
Bro.
you
There
have
is a lot
man,
of fuck girls.
You have a man, and I'm fucking you in the back of my whip.
Nigga,
See,
I done seen a bunch of shit.
I feel like
Wait, so
And
do
the
you,
shit is that they be on some. Oh, I don't usually do this.
I feel like girls are grimy than dudes.
I was just about to ask
Wait,
you, who do you
well-
no, you can't. No.
I'm with you.
But you gotta be real.
It's an even playing field. It's 50-50.
I really?
It's 50-50.
Yeah.
I think it's like 65, 35.
You know why? Because at
like,
50,
I just think that
50.
we are just a different
No, I-
breed, I
Bro,
guess.
at any
Facts,
point, a
like-
female.
Fuck girls, and I know 1,000 good girls.
it, I know, but like, how many
50,
fuck
50.
dudes do you know as opposed to good guys? Like,
I don't know much
no
good
way,
guys.
no way. You know more fuck
Yo,
dudes.
yo.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying.
It's not 50-50. You gotta
See?
grow, listen, you gotta grow up a certain way not to be a fuck boy.
You have to.
Right, which is
You have
why
to.
I'm saying there's more fuck dudes out there than girls.
Because he talking about all that shit. You gotta grow up next to the 7. Your friend is that man.
Oh my god.
My fr-
That man. This nigga that grew up is that friend.
I know nothing.
I saw nothing.
Nothing.
No, literally, on some real shit, you gotta grow up a certain way not to
Yeah.
be a fuck boy.
Right, you have to.
Yeah.
Because if
Yeah.
you just grow, even if fucking that scale tips a little and you grow
Yeah.
up a little on that side,
Yeah.
you're some fuck boy. shit.
Yeah.
From time to time.
I will until the day I die say that there is more fuck dudes than there is.
There is.
See, my point. He don't want to admit it. See?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
I
I don't want to.
I'm gonna be completely
He turning on you?
It's 50-50, and I'm gonna stand on it. It's 50-50.
no 60-40, 30-70.
All right, so 60-40 dudes and girls.
I think girls are slimier, me personally.
I don't.
Because at any point right now, you can walk down the street and fucking guys, some guy's gonna hit on you. Right
girl
right
with
now.
That's
good
why it's
genes.
not my
Girl,
fault.
right
Come
now.
on.
But why is
2021.
Yeah.
I did 15 years in prison.
Yeah.
So I came home.
this nigga said what? I didn't hear that earlier.
Yo, check this out. I came home and now before girls would hit on me, but now
Yeah.
girls are just.
Yeah.
They be like, "What's up? Can I get your number?"
Aggressive,
Can
yeah.
They aggressive.
Real aggressive,
So,
yeah.
like,
But that doesn't make you a fuck dude. Just like me being hit on because I'm walking doesn't make me grimier.
Just like females.
What I mean is there's more opportunity. Eventually you're gonna be like, all right,
The tables have turned.
No,
Girls are dudes now. Excuse me.
yes, I agree.
Girls are dudes now.
I feel like I said
So,
that before. Definitely.
I can't
Girls,
I gotta
no.
go 50-50.
It's
50-50.
50-50.
No, it's not.
It's
It's
50-50.
60-40.
What he
At
just said.
minimum,
What he just
it's
said.
60-40.
It goes
You
with.
surrounded yourself around too many good girls. So you don't
Or-
see, you haven't seen all the fuck girls because
That might be
Yeah.
the case. That might be the case.
Out of 10 females I've met in my life, 8 are fuck girls.
That's a lot. See, I
A
don't.
lot.
Yeah, it's a
That's
lot.
it.
Where I grew
But
up
out
in,
of 10,
where I grew
all
up
10 of
in,
them were fuck dudes.
it's
And
like,
that-
yeah, like,
that's a
I
big-
don't usually
a
Out of
big-
10, yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Like 9 of them are fuck dudes.
Which is
There'll
bullshit.
be one good one.
Bullshit.
All right,
Yeah,
if
I don't-
get a penny for every time you said that.
Right. You be rich.
Super.
Yep. You be
Donald
rich.
Trump would be like, how you
I still think
Yep.
it's 60-40.
Yep. You be rich.
And no, there'd be one good one, and you know what gets me mad is they always end up with the bad girl,
Facts.
and then the bad ones end up with the good girls. I want to
I
stay
think
with
it's
them.
just like we're fucked up in the head, so we attract like this toxicity, and like
Yep.
somehow it makes us feel comfortable because like we all have like daddy mommy issues. So like
Again, yeah,
The
it goes
good
into
guy
how you
gets
grew
the
up.
fuck
It
girl
goes into
and
when
the
you meet the
good-
person. It's how they grew up. It's that plays a big part, man.
I think a fuck girl gotta go harder, and that's why most dudes choose them. They gotta go because they know that you know that they fuck girls.
Yeah.
And so they're like, how can I keep this nigga? What, you want this? You want that? It's yes,
Yep.
everything. Opposed to a good girl's like, I don't know about that. So she's trying to give you every motherfucking reason to come back. And she convinces you.
Every time.
9 times.
Most times, right?
Yeah.
is that really how it is? Have you guys dated a lot of fuck girls? Ain't shit women.
I've never dated a lot
I've
of
always
fuck girls,
been.
but I
I've
know
always
a lot
been the
of
fly
fuck
on the
girls.
wall. I never really. I'm being real.
I'm not gonna lie. I literally took you for a fuck boy. It just like I legit thought that you were like the player guy that probably was breaking all these girls'
I
hearts.
just never.
right?
I never
Like,
had a
the-
girl.
Low key player guy.
I
Cause he
can-
knows him and he's like, Bill, talk.
No.
He's like, bro.
No.
remember when-
Yeah.
Like he's so
Nah,
disappointed.
nah.
He's like,
Call his wife. Nigga,
I know a lot. I don't have too many. I don't have too many fuck stories myself, but I know I've been a fly on the wall enough situations. I know a lot of fuck stories. I don't want to say a lot of whole shit.
So you
because
haven't broken a
if
lot of
anybody,
hearts?
If any, no,
wow.
no.
I'm genuinely surprised. by that.
No, I haven't.
Yeah. I've been in one relationship.
I haven't. I haven't. Again, I've never
But
been.
did you lead women on?
I've let a lot of women on.
All my
So
friends had
that's
kids
like a
young.
heartbreak.
I
That's-
saw
oh
all
my
the
God.
drama. I was right next to it, so I always kept
Sorry.
3 feet. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Have you led women on?
You see what we're
That's
saying?
like fuckboy material right there.
Guys on.
Yep.
I don't let. What?
rolls her eyes.
I can't.
Look, all of a sudden, that's the five.
I can't.
I never.
No, I really don't. Like I match your energy. That's it. You
What does that mean? Explain that, please.
Shit.
So if he's leading you, you leading him.
right?
Fuck girl.
But
101. Fuck girl.
no. But like it's not. It's because I know. Like
You can't.
oh, so you want to play this game? So we're gonna play it.
Play.
You're fuck.
That's fuck shit.
I think that's
But not because I did you dirty. You did me dirty. So now I'm gonna like. I'm
okay.
not
That
gonna go
brings
out
us
of
back
my-
to the petty shit that I wanted to talk to you guys about, like women being petty. Keep telling us about this petty shit.
I'm not that petty, but like I'll put
petty.
you in. I'll just know where you are in your place with me. Like I'll make sure you know. Like
I'll tell you what petty is.
Please.
And when I broke up in a relationship, I'm not even gonna say which one it was. But when we broke up and we had a fight, I filled the bathtub with water and bleach. I put all his clothes and his shoes and his hats because they have cardboard in them in the water. and then like I cut all his shoelaces. Like that was petty shit.
No,
that was
psychotic shit.
that was like no.
Yeah,
that
that's
was petty.
crazy. Yeah,
No,
that's not
he
petty.
deserved that. He
That's
deserved
not-
that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what he do? What he do, girl?
What did he do? Do you know how many times that man put his hands on me?
Okay, so,
Oh,
See,
oh,
now,
Okay.
all right.
Oh,
That's
okay.
the.
you know what- you know
Okay.
what makes a fuck boy or fuck girl?
what makes them? Back in the day, I could say I was totally like that was like
Not having
super
a solid
toxic.
uncle,
Like that.
not
was-
having a solid older brother.
You know
Fuck
what
that.
I
I'm so tired of that. Like
You know what
as a
makes
cop-out.
fuck person is an eye for an eye. You gotta be grown to
That's what-
take that loss and move forward.
Basically, it's
And
being
learn.
petty.
Right.
Being petty makes
But
you
I
a
don't
fuck
think that's
boy.
what
Yeah.
makes
Makes you a fuck
that.
boy.
No, that makes you
like-
petty.
Yeah.
That doesn't make you a
Yeah.
fuck boy or
Like,
girl.
oh, he's playing me like this, I'm gonna play him like that. That's petty. And
But I'm
That's
not going
petty.
out of my
Yes.
way to do shit. I'm just
Yeah, you
leading you
are.
on.
You are
But I'm
going
not
out
doing
your
shit
way.
out in the streets. You're doing shit out in the
All right,
streets.
but you
That's
going
not
out-
on me,
you're going
nigga.
out your
It's
way
the
to
tit for
continue to play
tat.
the game.
Right.
I think that makes you petty. It doesn't make you a fuck girl.
Right. I think a fuck girl is a bitch that goes fucking out. Like, okay, I'm
Like
a
cheating
fuck nigga.
on a dude,
Right.
like
That's
treating
a-
him like shit.
I think it's all the same. All goes
Me
together.
too.
All
It
goes
is.
together.
It is.
Yeah, all goes
It's like
together.
love and loyalty.
I guess
Yeah,
a
all the
petty
same
makes you a
shit.
fuck person.
Yeah.
I guess it's true.
So it's like fuck girl.
I don't know. In that time, I guess you call me a fuck girl. Then like that was fuck it. I'll do it again.
girl.
Put in the same circumstances. Like that was a lot of like
Nah, you
Yeah.
have your reason,
that.
and I have to
no,
justify
I mean,
your
at the
reason.
end of the day, I should have walked away from the relationship. Like, and the first occurrence, and that would have been the healthy thing
That's
to
what
do.
I'm
But like,
saying.
I was young, and I was like, okay, is what we doing?
That's why
I got
if
you.
allow somebody
Right.
to blame,
My
you don't
mental
blame
state right
yourself.
now.
Yeah,
that's
but
it.
I would never do anything like that again. That was way too much energy.
That's where the maturity comes into play.
Yeah, but-
It's too much energy, bro. I feel the same.
yeah,
That
that's
shit
way
is
too
too
much.
much energy.
It's just too much.
I ain't got
don't-
time for back
yeah.
and forth shit.
Like by the time I get to the bleach, I'm already over.
Yeah, I ain't got
and
time
I'm
for back
like,
and forth.
it's too much. But you guys, you guys don't have any crazy stories? What's the pettiest thing some girl did to you?
On some real shit, bro. I did not have any petty stories. I'm trying to think. Yeah. Let me see.
All these really?
I'd have to really think.
I don't be in a mix
And
like that.
That's my point.
Yeah, I don't be in a mix like that.
either.
I feel like that brings me to the conclusion that women are better than men.
Yeah, because honestly,
But
I've
how
never
so?
done anything crazy.
What do you mean
like
better?
that.
What do you
Yeah,
mean
but how
better?
so?
Yeah.
I feel like there's more like I'm always saying like niggas ain't shit.
Oh wait,
And,
hold on,
like-
time out. So
are.
women are better than men, right?
Because
Time out. You just
I
said
feel
women are
like-
better than men.
I do.
And you're alluding to women being smarter than men, women being
No,
able.
I
Okay,
feel
so what
like
are you
women-
alluding to then?
That like women just like I don't know.
Handle
but-
their shit better.
No, like they just carry themselves better, not because they don't do. There's definitely
Bingo.
No,
That's exactly.
there's definitely-
That's what
no,
the root
no,
of that
no, no,
was.
no, no,
Which
there's-
kills your 64
No,
fucking
nah,
argument.
I ain't got nothing to hide. I ain't got
Kill that
nothing to
shit.
hide.
I don't. No.
Hold on, Mr. Norton in the background. Check it out. You know what it is that we brag more than females.
Yeah, exactly.
Females is like, I gotta keep this shit on the low. I don't want to be looked at as a hoe because he could do it. He's just a dog,
Okay.
Yep.
and that's
Okay.
a good name. It's a better name
Fair
than
enough.
a hoe. So it's just y'all.
I think that holds a lot of truth.
We'll let-
but
we'll let y'all
still,
know all the
to
bitches we
this
got.
day,
Ask-
like
ask her
I
best
just
friend.
think that it's still more like I know more wholesome women. I definitely know some ain't shit women that I'm like, bitch, that nigga's married. You knew that, right? Okay, just making
I'm
sure.
gonna have to say this.
A lot of
Are
girls.
you-
But-
Are you? I shouldn't say like this. And this
Say it
isn't
like
in a.
that.
This,
Raw.
Please.
Come.
Yeah,
Say it
please,
like that.
please.
Yeah,
please.
don't panic.
are you?
You a fucking hoe.
Nah, I ain't gonna say that, man. Why would you no? But I'm gonna say, are you a wholesome woman?
I like to think so.
Okay.
What does wholesome
Fuck
mean
what
to you?
think. So I'm talking aside. No,
I think
just
I'm a
just by your off the top right now. If you look at your circle, would you think that you would be the wholesome friend? Yes. I'm flying. I'm gonna land in a minute. Yes.
I mean, yeah, I got a potty mouth,
do you have?
and I got an attitude.
Okay.
But
Do you have a bunch of ratchet friends?
no, I don't think I have a bunch of ratchet
Time out.
friends.
Yes. Okay.
I have a bunch of ratchet friends.
See if.
I mean, I haven't met a lot of your friends, but
Okay.
I'm ratchet.
listen, I never say you ratchet, but I haven't met a lot of your friends. But I think 50-50.
Okay. 50-50.
I don't even
Now,
think so. I think I've maybe like
The
two
reason I'm
ratchet.
saying this is because in some scenarios, right, you might be the good friend. I mean, shit. Look where we at right
I
now.
think she is the good friend.
No, check this. And I'm feeling that, but this is why I'm bringing this up. So in that scenario, when you have the good friend, again, look at this shit. You have the good friend. If you have a bunch of ain't shit friends, you're the good friend. You're the one that kind of, in a way, shit. But listen, you're the one that could bring their stock up by being with you. It sounds corny and cliche, but follow where I'm going.
Please, you're losing me.
No.
Circle around back.
If you have the good friend, they're not gonna want all of their dumb shit to come around you because you're the
like
good
you're
friend.
saying, like they like compose themselves differently when we're together.
Bingo. When they're around you, you're gonna see a different side. If you're on a different, and they're trying to get there, or they're bingo, they're gonna try to match that. So they're not gonna have all that. They might have that.
Oh my gosh! Wait,
but I'm just saying, I've seen shit
I don't
along
think
those
a slut
lines
makes
to where
you ratchet,
it's the
number
one friend that
might
you
be up
know
for debate, but-
she's up here. The rest of her friends are like that, but behind closed doors, the rest of her friends are wild as fuck too. They out there too.
I don't think promiscuous women are necessarily sluts.
I don't think.
I wouldn't say that
I don't
either.
think that makes you ratchet. I might know.
It's fine to be a promiscuous. You love sex.
I think I might have
There's nothing wrong with that when you're an adult. There's nothing
I don't think
wrong
that
with
makes you ratchet either. So that's what I'm saying. So taking like promiscuous women
shouldn't say
aside,
ratchet.
I don't think that I have like ratchet friends. And if a woman is single and she wants to sleep around, like that's her business. I don't think that makes her like not
Fair enough.
wholesome.
But with that stigma,
I got it. Sorry.
No, please.
I do gotta take it back. I don't think she has.
I was about to say definitely.
I use ratchet as a bad term. That's a bad term.
Promiscuous friend.
Okay, there we go. Promiscuous.
And that is fine.
Now it is, but you know the stigma that comes with that. To most,
Yeah.
the cliche stigma that comes with that. So, with that in mind, and being that girls are more low-key and aware of their appearance and how they come off to people, they wouldn't want that. It's kind of like, you know, if you have a bunch of people over, a bunch of guys, your friend might want to hook up with one of his friends. She don't want you to know that, but her friends, you know what I'm trying to say? So they're gonna keep you out the loop.
I could definitely see that.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the only reason why I was trying to make that
Say that
point.
like I might
Does
be
that-
like off
does
with
that
the
make sense?
60-40.
If
Yeah.
I bring one of my dudes, I don't chill with nobody. Period. But if I bring one of my dudes around one of her friends, it's because I'm trying to link.
But so you're saying that like that's why maybe I'm like off with the 60-40 because you think that I'm not really seeing women for like what they are.
Yes.
I don't know. 50-50.
I say it's 50-50. You say the same. I'm telling you, it's 50-50.
Yeah.
1000%.
It's
You know what it
50-50.
is?
Maybe it is 50-50. I don't know.
There's more women in the world than men.
I'm just okay. That's also a good point.
Holy moly.
That's also like really,
3-1 or 4-1.
Wait.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Like it's 3 or 4 to
They
1.
just took the lead.
fuck
Not
that.
to mention, you guys know. All right, listen. At
Oh
the end
my
of the
gosh.
day, at the end of the day,
I didn't know that fun fact.
this world
I
revolves
did.
around women.
Yes, it does. Thank you.
Women start
Yes, sir.
wars. Okay, women.
No, they don't.
Women. No.
They all the main
Women do not start wars.
Eva.
Men's egos start wars. Men's ego.
Listen to me.
It's
Listen to
the-
me.
no.
Listen to me.
Not the ego.
It's
You
not-
fought King Tuck and fucking the other king is over here.
You know why? Because his ego was hurt.
No, because you fuck.
But he should have been the bigger person and walked away. But his ego was hurt.
See?
So he wanted to be petty.
See, now you see the head going on. Shit, like no. Go ahead. See, that's where the emotion comes out. We speaking a little logic and reason over here. You want the emotion?
I'm just saying you don't apply that same logic. Like you should have kept your composure. You shouldn't have been petty. No, that he started the war because he's the one that's in control. So even if she fucked around and did the wrong thing, you should have held your composure.
I'm only saying this to say.
I'm gonna agree to that.
Right. Yeah, I agree with that.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I agree with
Fair
that.
enough.
Even though I don't agree with she fucking King Tuck,
But
I
that.
do agree with you should have held your composure. 'Cause it comes down to emotion,
Yep.
control.
Everything. Yep.
Let her go. Take that as a lesson.
Impulse and emotion, logic and reason.
Yes.
So what I was trying to say is that women, they run the world. They are, it's
Who
the
run the
concept
world?
of the earth,
Girls,
Mother Earth.
girls.
It's facts.
Beyonce.
we come from women. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? If it was
More
up
men
to
that need to
men,
realize
we
that.
could live in a
Thank you.
cardboard fucking box. Like we, not enough to say it, everybody likes nice shit, but it's just you. A lot of the things you do is to appeal to a woman. You know what I'm saying? It's to keep this thing going. You need to be with a woman. Bingo. You know what I'm saying? Like the women are the folk. Do you ever see 300?
Yes.
The movie?
A long time ago.
Do you remember it though? Damn, man. 300
Remember when he
movie?
kicked that nigga into the well?
Bingo. I knew you would remember this. remember in the movie when the messenger came to deliver the message? What sparked the whole war? Yeah. Okay, Leonidas, he was the one, right? He was the king.
Oh, you're talking about. Oh, I know what movie you're talking about now.
Oh, he
Phenomenal movie. Phenomenal movie.
I know that movie.
When you watch that movie, he was the one that ran the show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. From a surface level, nothing would have happened if his wife was not behind the queen. He looked at her before he made that move.
That's
and she
how
said,
it should
okay,
be.
make that move.
It low key is though.
Women are strong. Listen, women in this, the idea of a woman, a good woman. If you have a strong woman behind you, that is the whole world is yours.
Yeah, but what does that say to alpha males? Because I feel like alpha males do not like.
I feel like alpha males are insecure.
Ooh.
Alpha males are insecure.
I'm gonna tell you right now, you're wrong about that.
I feel like no, yeah, they're
alpha
so
male,
egotistical.
The
That's what it
concept
is.
now
They're too
is,
prideful.
if you say alpha, it's this.
Because that nigga is not checking with his queen for shit.
I forget
at all.
That you're wrong.
No. That has nothing to do with it. Maybe her.
Then choose her better. Then choose her better.
But it's not even. You know what? You know why I hate that argument? Because I feel like there's so much to be said about a woman that is emotional and has her emotions in check because it's what she does. And then you have the man. So like, I feel like you guys have the best of both worlds when you're doing it together. So sometimes you need an emotional check or view on it before you move.
Most choices are made based off emotion.
Yeah.
And in order to make an educated choice,
they're not smart choices though. But
in order to make an educated choice, you have to cancel emotions.
You have
to. I don't think that's always
true.
Logic.
You have to.
You have to. Like, look at all these world leaders.
But sometimes logic and emotion come together. Like you could.
Hungry in America, but they can't look at that. They got to look at things in a macro scale. What makes sense, and you got to remove emotions and all.
Listen, you could fuck shit up because.
Prime example with this would be business. What's good for your heart, and then what's good for the business. What's good for your mouth, like what's good.
Well, okay, I feel like that's a little bit different though, because even in business, I feel like you could make a move that's gonna hurt somebody's feelings, and now based off of you hurting their feelings, they're not gonna want to fuck with you, and you didn't think about like what the step you were taking.
No, you did. In business, you thought about that, and you were willing to take that risk and say, this reward outweighs this. Like he just said, you are now a casualty because this move that I'm gonna make.
But that mees that you thought about the emotions then.
I'll do business with somebody I don't fuck with.
Bingo. Right.
You know why? Because it makes sense.
This nigga's the voice of reason this whole show.
I gotta remove. Listen,
this nigga's the voice of reason.
I have to remove my emotions from what makes sense.
Yep.
It's like, all right, it's like, for example, let's take when people
that sounds like a dictatorship, to be honest.
No.
Yes, that's legit a dictatorship. I can't even with this.
Men.
Honestly, right?
I'm not, because I don't fuck with sports, but I'm a New England fan.
Yeah.
1000%, but I know this other team's about to blow them out.
What?
I know this team's about to blow them out. I'm not going to bet with my team out of loyalty.
Yeah.
I'm going to bet with the other team because I know what the other team.
Exactly.
Because you want to win money.
Right.
Because I'm making a choice.
It's not the same.
Exactly. But with conscious choice.
You just said something about dictatorship. That has to do with what you said?
Because I feel like if you're running based off no emotion at all and you're just doing what the fuck you want, that's a dictatorship.
No, you gotta make choices without emotions. But you have to be emotional to deal with people.
Listen, when they pass certain... I'm not even because I was just going to say, like, I feel like it's like when I think of the dictatorship like that, like it's just like men running on their ego. Like I'm just doing this, like fuck everybody's feelings, whatever. And then when you think about like this, I'm not gonna say they're stupid laws, but like when we talk about like all these anti like hate and crime, like all that shit, that's all based off emotions. Like, oh, I don't like what he said, that hurt my feelings. So we make it into a hate crime.
You
so now
took that way.
So like
that's
leading based on emotion. Like we're trying to take the words of
There's a lot of hate and that's taught.
It's all on the.
But that hate is an emotion.
It's all on the receiver. This is what I said. Listen, this is what I said. I don't think this is the best move for our nation. You received it the way you received it. That's on you.
That's what I'm saying. That's a dictatorship.
That's not a dictatorship. That's an interpretation problem. You interpreted that how you wanted to interpret what makes most sense to you.
Like that's probably
in accordance to the level of your knowledge. But you're not thinking in a macro scale a lot of times. You're thinking in a micro scale. You're thinking like right here. But people are looking at bigger pictures. There's a bigger picture. There's a bigger picture.
There's always the bigger picture, but everybody don't see the bigger picture.
No,
They don't.
Everybody don't. That's a good state. It's irrational, but a good state.
Common sense ain't common. It's one of those scenarios.
I still think emotion plays a part in
It does,
choices that
but-
you're making. Even if it's not like, oh, he's gonna cry if I do this, I'm not gonna do it. I don't mean like that. I mean like considering people's feelings.
I want to go back to your alpha male statement. when you saying how alpha males, how they don't give a fuck about the other half. I have to disagree with that because alpha now has been kind of
Watered.
pushed toward, but no, it's pushed towards this toxic thing when it's not. It's literally a yin and a yang. It's what we were meant. Alpha male it is supposed to be the leader of the ship. He's going to provide and consider all parties included. So when you say he doesn't care, your emotions, your thoughts, your feelings are going to be a priority to him.
And most of the alpha males that I have met, that has not been the case.
Okay,
Like,
but that all
based
depends
off of
on
their
what he
own-
said earlier with where are they coming from? How were they raised? Were they around the alpha male? Did they have that example in their family to see see that growing up?
So what alpha males have you been around? How have they been?
They just like do what they feel is necessary, and like in past relationships, like I've just come off to be emotional. When I try to like offer a different perspective, it's more just like, oh no, you're just like you're thinking about it too much.
Instead of putting their
Sometimes that's the thing.
in your shoes instead of right.
Right. Yeah.
Sometimes thinking about it too much is a thing. Overthinking it is a thing.
For sure.
Okay, yeah.
The way I was raised, like even now, like my family's very old school. Like it's like the way I say goes. Like the money is mine. Like I'm the man of the house. You work, but you're giving me the money. I pay the bills. I do everything. I'm the man. Like that's how it is.
Yeah. So
That's how they expect
I grew up
it to
under my
be.
grandparents. At least they just those principles kind of, you know what I'm saying, and seeing that. And my grandfather was like that, but he wasn't like that. It was I'm leading this village, this tribe, so everybody is considered. You're taken care of, so there's no, I guess, room to complain. If you're an alpha and you're running your ship, then you are providing for everybody. There's no real room to complain for anybody.
But you can. All right, hold on. I know. I gotta agree to disagree with that because I know a lot of dummies with money, and I know how to get it, but
a lot.
But cannot lead for shit.
A household.
That's not always.
Like I know dudes with money.
Okay,
I know dudes. All right, for example, I know dudes in my block that just came into position because of family members or whatever. So now you're a dumbass dude, but you came into this position because of your family. So now you're seeing all this bread. You're in position, so you got money, but you don't know what to do with this money. You don't know how to lead yourself.
Right.
You don't know how to lead the next. So
I wouldn't consider
that's
that
why
alpha.
I said
I was
agree
gonna say that's not even an alpha
to
male.
disagree.
If he doesn't know how to
That's
lead
why I say I
himself.
agree to disagree because he said somebody that's providing and this. So
You know
you
what?
can look at it that just
That's a
because you
valid point,
provide
though. That's a
doesn't
valid
mean that you're an alpha. You're just a provider.
What you're gonna do. That's a
I
valid
think
as
the
well.
way like a man leads his home, for me, speaks more.
So I'm
about how
Mr.
he's
Know-it-all.
an alpha.
Yeah.
I don't know, because like I feel like sometimes men have to be like maybe a little bit more emotional at home, or not more emotional, but like you guys are like role models to kids that you're raising. So
But
like
you are too.
for sure, but
I
like
agree
you're
with you.
also their example for especially maybe because I have daughters. Like you're their
100%.
example for who they're gonna
Again,
date. So
with the
I don't want this hard ass that never has feelings.
No.
I'm with you. I have a daughter. I have a 5-year-old daughter.
Oh, okay.
I have a 5-year-old daughter. And
Shout out, Lil Mo.
Exactly what you
Shout
just
out.
said. There's a whole nother side of me with her.
Okay, see.
Whole other side of me.
Yeah,
It's
you
different,
gotta-
but there's
you gotta-
different phases, and you
Yeah.
gotta understand those phases.
You have to.
You know what I'm saying?
think it would've been different
on a
if you had a
micro
son?
scale. That's whole.
I have,
He has a son,
I have
yeah.
a 9-month son now, and I treat them completely different.
So had your son been born first, you think you would have not had that like sensitive side that you probably feel like you have to show to
I
your
would not
daughter?
have had it.
That's so interesting to me.
So do you
Because-
feel when you say alpha, you're thinking of like a hard nosed alpha, just
Because that's what I see in alphas. Like
That's
I
a definition of alpha.
okay.
It's like
Okay.
because you have like beta males and like alpha males, which I feel like labels are stupid. But for
No.
me, the definition of an alpha is just like a man that knows how to lead. Period. Like money,
Okay.
emotions, his house, his woman, his
Now-
kids. Like he's just a leader.
I'm fucking semi-alpha then.
Again,
Mr. Know-it-all,
that's a new
semi-alpha.
term. A new term. I don't know. I guess I would encompass that when I'm looking at alpha.
Right.
And from what I've seen, with my grandfather ran the ship and everything was considered. There wasn't a, like he
was a leader though.
He 100% he was a leader.
He was a leader. He had both parts. He wasn't semi.
He led the way, but it's I don't even know how to put it.
And that's why I like the whole traditional view, because I feel like my role as a woman is to support my man so he can lead correctly.
Right, but your role is just as important as the alpha. Is I guess my way of looking at it is just the traditional. Women do with women. The woman is the nurturer, and the male is the provider.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean you have to be a dick, and it's the old school.
No, but it's,
Sometimes you don't have to.
I do believe in today's world, it should be 50, but I do believe that the man should be able to afford everything.
Bingo. Yes.
He should.
Yes.
However, in today's world, where females have gotten so far, and kudos to them. I believe that your female should be able to hold her own, but you as a man should take care of everything.
Yes.
That's perfect.
That is what he just said. Is how
there's a lot of dudes playing PlayStation all day, and their girls like 2-3 jobs.
Right.
Kids and all that.
I've seen it.
What are you gonna teach a kid how to play Malden?
Exactly.
Like me, I don't know. I just can't. I don't know.
You're right.
It could be a pride thing, but I can't be broke.
Yeah, cannot.
Bro, listen.
Can't do
if
it.
I'm broke,
Can't do it.
I have mental health problems.
Can't do it.
Yo, I seen. We talked about this a couple
Anxiety,
episodes ago.
stress, distress. I
Can't
have
do it.
everything. I need fucking medication.
The craziest
I go
IG post I've seen
I
is
can't,
you
bro.
gotta be
I
a
can't
different
do it.
motherfucker to wake up broke and
can't.
do nothing.
I can't look
I butchered that.
I
but
can't look at my woman and feel like a man if I'm
I guess
broke.
it holds stronger for men, but like I don't know how anybody wakes up. Like,
Call me
or even like
small-minded.
I've seen like moms that I'm just like,
No,
you
man,
have to
not
provide
at all.
alone for
Not
these
at all,
kids, 'cause
man.
that nigga ain't shit. Like, what are you doing?
I gotta wake up and just.
If you don't have money in your pocket to do anything, you don't even want to go anywhere. You don't even want to be around anybody. You don't even. It's just exactly. You know what I mean. You don't even.
Money ain't everything, but money
It's
is
not.
everything.
It's not, but it is because you. It provides. It's the conduit to everything.
Money, how money doesn't make happiness, but I'm never as sad as I am with money as I am without money.
Yeah,
It's
man.
true.
It's the truth.
It's true. It's like you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And you pull up on you can pull up on a girl broke as fuck, and she gonna look at you different.
Mm-hmm.
You pull up with bread, now you brand new. Like
Because
I want
automatically it's associated. Whatever
it's
you're
an
doing is
attraction.
working. You
It's
exactly.
a leader. It's
shiny,
signs
it's
of a leader.
It depends on how you
Bingo.
carry
He knows what he's
yourself.
doing. He has a way.
It's
He
like-
knows. Look at it. You know what I mean?
Remember what I
As long
told
as you
you?
got a job and you got your shit, I
Yeah,
really
I
don't care if
was
you got
gonna
well
say-
money. Like,
I don't care if you put up.
No,
with
real
you're in a
money shit.
Corolla.
I don't know.
I wish I had real money.
I don't care if you're in a Corolla or a Maserati.
Just
Like,
take care
so
of your
long
shit.
as you're
You
taking care of
can't-
shit, your car knows.
You don't. You don't. But if I
A lot do though.
Okay, there's a 1% and there's like a 99%. The 1% is gonna say that and stand by it. The 99 is gonna say that, but at the end of the day, you can't be broke and be in a relationship.
You
I don't
can't.
give a fuck. I
You're
don't give a
gonna
fuck who you are,
deteriorate
what you
eventually.
do.
But broke to me is like a mentality that you're trying to do nothing
Hell
about
yeah.
it.
It's a mindset.
This is true. But what about
Like if
okay?
you're working at Walmart
Let me
and you
just
got
use this
like
example.
aspirations, I feel like that's
What about if you got a man
want to do something?
that can't get a job, not because he ain't ambitious, because he's
Then
not
that
grinding, but
nigga's
because he got
broke.
because he got a fucking record.
No, check
that's
this
He's
out,
grinding.
bro.
No, that's different.
All right,
That's
check
different.
What-
this out. I'm the man that can't get a job, but for different reasons. I don't like people telling me what to do.
That's
I
different
hear you.
because you got a
So
record.
I can't work for nobody. It's too
I
unnatural
hate it
to
too.
me. Like,
I do it
now, like
every day.
welcome to Wendy's. Like, fuck you. Fuck Wendy's. Like, welcome to motherfucking Mr. Know-It-all.
Fuck money.
But even if that wasn't
How
the case
can I
on the
help you?
record, he started a business. You know what I
Like
mean?
me, I can't.
Yeah, because
I
he
never
has a
felt
go
right
get
with
it
a
attitude.
job.
Not everybody has
I
that.
never felt right in
But
my
that's what I'm
life.
saying, so that's
Every
mentality.
time. I
So
don't give a fuck.
record or not, I
If
feel like
get
you can
paid
find
$50
ways
an
to
hour, I
make
don't feel
money.
good.
The person that
Yeah,
wakes
I
up
don't
to
feel
go to
good.
a 9 to 5 every day, that's still not a lazy mentality. That
Hell
still
no,
takes.
I don't think so.
That still takes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not everybody has the entrepreneur to
Facts.
first of all,
Nah,
You gotta find
It's a
something
gamble.
you're good at, and
Facts.
it is a gamble. But you gotta have the confidence to do. You gotta have the interest to say, all right,
Yeah.
this is interesting to me. Let me pursue it, and then now this is how I'm gonna make my
And
money.
you gotta have principles though. Like to me, like I'm not gonna spend something I can't afford 5-10 times.
Okay,
I'm not.
again,
Yeah.
that is a
I'm just
1% mentality to
Yeah,
go
I'm
through
just
it,
not.
to have
'Cause
that
if I-
discipline
Say, if
to not do that.
If I invest 5,000 here,
Mhm.
I'll have 25,000 minimum. Cause if I fuck up once, I'm gonna learn from that.
I wish I
try
had
it
that
again.
mentality.
If
I don't
y'all think it's a good
think
investment,
I
then I
think
understand
It
that
kills
I
me to
fucked up.
spend
Alright.
money. Like,
But if it's a bad investment, I can lose the 5,000 and I still got 20 to play
Shit,
with.
you always gonna be all right. That
Always.
mentality, you always gonna be all right.
Always.
You don't. You're gonna
Listen,
find a
I
way.
can't- I
Listen,
can't-
you better
There's somebody
be-
that's gonna find a way.
Listen,
You're the example.
you better
of
be
someone
lucky
who's
that I'm
gonna
not
find
one
a
of
way.
them women spending all his money because in an instant, I'll be good. We went through that shit
No,
real
she's a
quick.
good one. She's not a gold digger.
Thankfully, I'm cheap as fuck, and I don't even like
She
spending money.
is, and I love that.
But it's a good. It's a.
Because there's a bigger picture. There's a bigger picture.
A bigger
Like,
picture.
This right
You
here.
see a bigger picture, right?
This is temporary.
Does he
this is
lead
temporary.
the way?
He does.
And he sees the bigger picture, right?
I do.
does.
Okay, so when you see, this is a prime example of a fucking alpha and somebody leading the ship. When you see that his way of doing things, he's Mr. Know-It-All, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but he's leading the ship, right?
Yeah.
Y'all doing bad?
No.
Never. Came home with no job.
Tap tap.
Listen.
My credit's
And the
up.
nigga got no job, and he found a way. He
Listen.
said, "Get on
Listen, check-
You eat what you kill, right?"
Not, whatever. Anything. And I care what I want.
Come on.
What I want.
That's why I've told you.
Think about that, man.
Listen,
Not everybody has that
Listen,
mentality
no.
and can pull it off.
But for that reason, that's why I've told them, like, if you told me to jump off a cliff, as scared as I would be, I would do it because I have that trust in you.
She
Because
knows.
like,
Because he
I know
established that trust.
That you thought
knows.
about
Okay,
it.
that
And
is my
yeah.
example
But
of what the
listen,
fuck an alpha male
It's
is.
either you know what you're doing or you
It's true.
don't.
That's my example
And like
of what
I
that would
said,
be.
That's
like I
true.
said, not to brag about it. I came home, no job, and she knows it. And I told her quit. No job. I said
Man,
quit.
He came home.
I said
So you
quit.
can't-
How long I been home?
How are you gonna
How long
talk
I
about
been
this
home?
alpha male shit?
I said quit.
That's dope.
No job, no nothing, and I dumped all my furniture.
Yeah, that's dope.
No job. I said throw everything out.
That's dope.
And
That's dope.
this is where we at. And it looks good, but
There's more.
this is not what I want.
Right.
But I'm good with this. Like, I'm thankful. I want to say proud because I'm not religious. But my point is that you are who you want to be.
You are who you want to be. I'm
And
who
you
want
and
to
you
be.
gonna lay in the
comes with a
motherfucking
price.
bed you
Don't
made.
say
What I said earlier.
That's my bed, nigga.
Nah,
My
I
bed
think
is
before I
electronic.
am.
That shit goes up.
Facts,
That
but
shit
like
goes
that
down.
shit is tough. It's not.
My bed
it's-
gives you
It
massage.
sounds.
You're gonna manifest that
It
shit.
sounds easy, but it's not like it.
It is easy.
It is easy.
It's a state of mind.
It's easy. It's a mindset.
You said it earlier.
Very easy.
You hit it on
It's very
key.
easy.
Broke is a state of mind.
It is.
No,
Very
yeah,
easy.
I'm not even talking about that.
Cause
but
like,
I agree.
so that's what it all has to do with. That's what it came to. Is that if you were a broke-minded person.
No, what I was gonna say is that like
or
I
you
think
were
a
a
lot of women
rich-minded
talk
individual.
about like wanting this alpha male, and I was one of those women. And then you're with one, and you're like, well, it's not one of those.
It's a lot going on.
Like, this
Yeah.
is-
Because now you realize you got like, yeah, it's an alpha male.
It's a
He's like,
stop.
hold on.
Is it-
But
is
did
it-
you hear
it's
me? What I
consistent.
said? No, you didn't. Oh, okay.
Go ahead, do it again.
Yeah, it's not. It's not what all cupcakes and roses.
It's not.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not. But again, what I just said, y'all doing good. He let
That's what I'm saying. Like I definitely.
But
have
there's
to
pros
put
and
in
cons
mind.
to everything.
bingo.
Listen,
And
there's
the
pros and cons.
outweigh the
Listen,
cons.
Yeah.
there's pros
No,
and
it's
cons
It's true.
to living in a shelter because eventually you're gonna get Section 8 and you're gonna get to
Oh
a
my
apartment,
gosh.
right? And then there's pros and cons to living in a fucking mansion. The expenses are crazy, but you live in lavish.
Landscaping, electricity.
So it's like there's pros and cons to whatever level you're. There's always pros and cons.
All right.
But
Who's pulling the first question?
Right?
Yeah, 'cause I forgot what the fuck we were talking about anyway. So
It started with the alpha male shit and just trickled on.
it
Just trickled on. But
just-
that's how you know it's a good
Black
combo.
Hole first card, bro.
Alright, I put the first card. Shit, what's that?
Listen, I'm a little like ADHD and dyslexic, so if I missed a word,
Don't worry about
I'm
it.
just gonna have
Perfect
to-
penmanship, by the way.
It's like I know what you meant.
I know what I meant.
So I pulled the first paragraph question. This says, I think the love in my relationship is gone, but we both benefit from staying together. This dating scene sucks, and I think we both have a lot to lose. Is it wrong to stay with for the benefits? Pros and cons. He's like 50-50.
What kind of benefits? Like, if it's like you can't lose your apartment type of shit, then be roommates. Like, just live as roommates.
Are there kids involved?
I was gonna say, what if they don't
This is
want to
a
be?
scenario I feel like there's probably kids involved. And with this kids involved, they always make it. This is like classic. Just make it work for the kids.
No,
I'll
well,
always think for the kids because sometimes
I'm saying
it's
this
not
is
like-
a scenario.
sorry, I have to interrupt.
Interrupt.
Don't try to make it work for the kids.
Right.
You know why?
It makes it worse for
They're
them.
You
gonna
know
wind up
why?
suffering the most.
Yeah.
Right.
I'd rather suffer them now because they're gonna grow
Kids are
mentally and
resilient.
physically.
Yep. Yeah.
So I'd rather fight for my happiness and let them grow for that. Give them a lesson
And
in
see a
life,
happy parent.
opposed to just faking it to making it with your
Right.
kids. Because now you're lying and you're beating the ass for lying.
Yeah.
And before the kids, it was me and you.
Yeah.
Either we're gonna work on this or we're not gonna work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
at the end of the day, I will not make it work for the kids. I'm
Okay.
sorry. I
Well,
love
this
my-
technically doesn't say anything about kids.
No, but
And that, I said I
And
feel.
that's-
That
I know,
that
I
was
was
a-
doing
I
that.
feel that would be
That's
the best scenario.
And that's an area I will have to disagree with because I can't be unhappy.
No, I wasn't
They're
saying.
always gonna be my son or my daughter.
I wasn't saying that.
That ain't
I was
no
just
thing.
saying that sounds like a scenario for that. I didn't mean that was.
This I knew somebody
What I
that like
felt.
they were married and he cheated and they thought about like getting a divorce and like separating, but like I kid you not, just based off of like what rent would have been and like alimony and child support, he was like, fuck it, like I'm gonna have to make this work. So they stayed
he's in
together.
there cheaper to keep us.
Be roommates.
Right,
like,
so that's
like
what this
us,
reminds me of when he was when they're
Medusa.
is it a he? I don't know. When they're talking about like staying together for the benefits, that's what I think of, like financially.
I don't.
That's
I
what
do
I
not
thought too,
think
like the
if you're
apartment.
not into it anymore, it doesn't matter if it's going on. Like you save money or not.
It went out the window.
That's
Yeah.
what I was gonna say. I could
You don't
not
have-
fake it. Like,
yeah, you don't-
if
you
my
don't have
mom
to
don't
fake
say it
it.
in my face.
I'd rather live
All
with
right.
my mom.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
At
Exactly.
the end of the day, yeah, like I think at that point, if it's a money or a living situation, y'all should be mature enough because at some point y'all have some degree of love,
Yeah, sure.
and that's the reason why you guys at where you at.
Like,
So I think you should be mature about it and be like, this ain't working out.
Yeah.
I know we can't live like this anymore, so figure it out. I'll figure it out and be mature about it and be roommates.
I'm not
I
that
agree.
mature.
But
But-
figure it out.
I'm not that mature. I don't know.
Some people get
Like,
bugged
if we're
with
not
that, though.
together, like we're not living together.
But you say that, but
Like,
in
no,
that
I'm-
scenario, if it's 50-50, they're probably both
Fuck
sick
that,
of each
because you
other.
know
And
what?
they're in a scenario to where they realize they
What if you
both.
can't hold your own?
That's not my case
You gotta
though. So
figure it
like
out.
I don't care. I can
That's
hold
not
my
your
own.
case.
Figure it out. Yeah, figure it out.
Today,
I don't give a fuck about dating. I ain't got no problem
Hey,
being
there's
in my,
plenty
by
of
myself in my
places where you
solitude.
can find
like,
a
fuck that.
random
I'm not
roommate.
living with nobody that I don't
so
know.
what if you were broke?
Get your money up. Fuck
It would be
was-
different.
No, you get your money.
This is
up.
the scenario.
To
It's
me,
two people
like-
who would benefit.
Like I'm still like it just ain't working out.
That's what I'm saying. It ain't working out.
It's not working out. However,
Honestly-
I'm gonna be mature enough to be like, you know what? There is love, but this is just not us. We tried it,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna be mature enough to not go and fuck myself up and go sleep in a bench
Right.
or have her sleep in a bench. I'm like, no, get your shit
You
together.
know-
I'm gonna get my shit together, but not
Yeah.
fucking tomorrow like yesterday.
Right. And that's,
Get on it.
and that's something that we gotta.
Yeah.
Get on it.
Like,
I think when people break up, it's not usually like a mutual thing. Like one person's gonna end up with the feelings.
It's one side. Yeah.
Right? So like if it's me, I don't have no problem admitting I'm like I can be a little possessive. So like if we're not together, like I don't want to see you, nigga. Like I don't want to live with you. And if it's the other way around, I feel like I'm gonna drive you crazy because my attitude sucks, especially when I don't like you.
I'll sleep
So-
in the heated garage.
So like it's like you're not gonna want to deal with me. Like this, it's just not gonna work for me. So like if I'm not in it, like it's not gonna work either way because I'm gonna drive you crazy.
I just
I'll
locked
tell you
myself
right
in my
now.
room.
Say fuck everybody.
That's a good thing.
Everybody.
So you guys think
That
it's
could work,
worth it?
though.
You think they should stay together for the benefits?
No.
No.
Nah, man.
Hell no.
I mean, nah. Unless it's dire straits to where they're both like they'll be on the street. They just figure it out, man.
Nah, figure it out, but don't stay for the benefits.
Yeah, go. But I'm sure they got friends that got apartments they can sleep on their couch. or some
Mama,
shit.
daddy,
Yeah.
something, bro.
Dude, I
You know
gotta
what
sleep in
I'm
my car.
You call your friend and tell them I'm gonna give you $600 a month.
Something.
Honestly,
That's
I
half their rent, or a third of their rent.
rent.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, like, you can
And it
sleep.
was
You
not
can sleep in my room.
Especially
That's
with
what
that.
I'm saying. I
Like
wanna
half,
sleep
there
in
you
my
go.
car.
600. Hell yeah, 600.
Right.
Come on, man.
I mean, keep it real. $1,500 get you a reasonable apartment.
Yeah.
100%.
So most people got a good apartment. Now you know there's $600. You're in there.
That's true.
Next question.
Me?
Hey, Jay, you pull that shit.
No reading? Hennessy doesn't. Medusa doesn't read.
Fellas, in the beginning, obviously everything is cute and great. Y'all feel like gassing up your girl gives her a big head. So you stop giving compliments or noticing all the effort you put in, like nails, hair, makeup, etc.
So what's the question? Do y'all feel like
Basically,
gassing
the
up your girl
beginning.
gives?
So let's just say in the beginning,
I feel
they
like gassing
gassing
up your
you
girl
up.
gives her a big head.
So you keep.
So
You stop
should
gassing
keep
up
it
your
up.
girl because it gives her a big head, so you stop giving her compliments.
So that's fucked up to do. Some real shit. If you really like the girl, it's fucked up to do.
If
But-
you really like
But
her,
then,
that's
like,
something
why
to do.
you
Yeah.
get such a big head?
Wait,
though?
why?
Like,
Wait,
why you get
wait.
No,
such a
no,
big head
thinking
for?
that, thinking
No, I
that.
didn't even think about that.
If I
That's misleading.
if I give my
Yeah.
girl compliments, she's not really. That's fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
If you're giving her so what if the nigga really thinks that she look good like that though?
No, you gotta be
I
drunk.
think you should be
No,
gassing
no,
up
no,
your
no.
girl.
Yeah,
Number
yeah.
one.
If you think she look
You
good, tell
should.
her.
You should.
Listen.
But hold on.
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
know if this is what this is.
All right, so
because-
read that, and I'm gonna give
Well,
you
in
my
the beginning,
perception.
obviously, everything is cute.
You gotta be
Do
super
y'all feel
drunk
like
to give an
gassing
ugly
up your
girl.
girl gives her
To
a
gas
big
her up.
head?
Because
So you
if she
stop
look good,
giving
she look
compliments
good.
and
It's just the
notice all
truth.
effort we
You
do.
ain't gassing her. You telling her the truth.
Hair, nail, makeup.
So
So
Okay,
so
I
she's
don't-
asking if you think you're giving your girl a big head by gassing her up.
I give her too many compliments,
Yes.
right? That's fucked up to feel that way. You should always be giving girls.
That's what I'm
compliments.
saying.
Oh, I get. Yeah, I'm in the same boat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
giving girls
Because
compliments.
but
and that's a two-way street.
But what kind of big
Yeah.
head though?
That's a
Like,
two-way street.
what I'm saying, like some
The
girls
bottom
with
or
their
top?
big heads, like they be acting like.
It's kind of like if she got.
No,
He said the bottom.
I feel like if she's acts differently because you're gassing her up, then like
Yeah,
She
some
doesn't
girls
give a
be
fuck
acting
about you.
different. Like,
It's the
But-
beginning.
Yeah.
It's the honeymoon stage, the beginning of the relationship. You
It's
know,
always-
Google
it's a
eyes.
chase.
It's always gonna be like that.
It's
And then
a
when
chase.
and then when you live together or you're around one another,
No,
you
can
get
you
stop
comfortable
gassing her
around
up?
her. You huh?
you start
No,
gassing
I
her
think-
up.
No, if she looks good, tell her.
I
Well,
think
that's what I'm
some-
saying. Like it stops.
It does stuff.
Okay, but again, I just
Okay.
said it's a two-way street.
Okay.
Okay, it does. It
A
should
good
go both
book.
ways
It
too.
should
Like,
go
you
both
keep
ways.
complimenting your man while.
That's the title.
Would you
And
stop
keep the
complimenting
chase.
your man if you felt like he was
That's two
like
episodes.
being too
we can go
confident?
into that.
Honestly, I've been with a guy that at first I used to compliment him, and then he used to look at himself way too much in the mirror. So
You
I was
see
like,
it?
at that point, it was just like, oh, like.
But in a
You
rela-
see, and I feel
but-
like I've been
what's
with
the
guys like
problem
that.
with
Like
that?
they'll stop gassing
because
me up
like,
because
why are you
like,
staring at yourself so much?
Listen.
Like, and then he's always like.
That's why you like the nigga in the beginning, though.
No,
That's what
but not
trying
like
to do.
that. Like that's too much. Like, what is that? Like,
Listen. I look
How
at
you
myself in the
feeling
mirror
yourself
every
like that?
time.
we did. Remember I did the face.
But it doesn't mean that I'm like beyond myself. It's just I want to make sure I'm presentable.
But I feel like
no, because
I
then
am.
he
It's
says stupid
okay.
shit. Like all the girls be liking it when I get hair. Cause like, why are you saying stupid shit like that?
No, that's
Like,
acting. That's acting.
Wait, the nigga said that out loud?
He
in the
shouldn't
mirror?
be telling you that though.
He be
He
talking to
should-
himself. You be walking in like, why are you saying so stupid? Like,
Yeah, you see that's
He
too
not. He
much.
shouldn't be telling
That's
you
too much.
like all the
No.
girls like it.
Yeah,
when I get hit.
that seemed like some toxic shit. Like he's
Unless,
trying to make
no,
you jealous.
no, unless he's on some this like we're just fucking,
Right.
and you understand we just fucking, so you know I'm fucking her and I'm fucking her.
Were y'all together or was it just a jump off?
I think we were together.
But in a relationship, I think
know,
both of you should always be working on
big ass
themselves.
head, bro. That's why I
You
think
know what I'm saying? At
I
all
believe
times,
that.
always. You know
But
what I'm
at the end of the day, it all sounds good on paper, but
Right.
you know, life happens and everybody's different. And again, this is all what
But
you said in the
listen.
beginning. It comes back to all that shit full circle.
Man, fuck that.
How
if
you
I got
grew
my
up.
nails
Just
done,
that, yo,
if I got
that
my
is a
nails
girl
done,
comment
and
right
you
there.
can't
All
even
girl.
notice that I
Fuck
got
that.
my nails
Fuck
done. Like,
that.
what is that? You don't like my nails
yeah,
done?
I can't.
You don't like my
lie.
hair
I
looking
like-
cute?
I got a
You
question.
can't-
I
you
got a
can't
question.
be
I got a
like-
question. I got a question. Let's just say, in this scenario, it was French braids, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, whatever. In the beginning, you got those French braids.
Okay.
He compliments those French braids.
Yeah.
So you wear it all the time.
Okay.
He compliments you all the time.
Okay.
2 years go by.
Okay.
You want that same compliment for the French braids?
Hell no.
We're
Yeah,
not.
yeah, she
That's
does.
just
Yeah, she
tiring.
does.
I'm not gonna get
Yeah,
that.
she does though.
But you gotta be
Yo,
reasonable,
bro.
You gotta be reasonable.
You have to.
Hold on,
But
hold on.
sometimes
First
you
of
gotta
all,
play the
y'all
game
didn't even let me
in a
finish
relationship.
answering. I'm not gonna be mad
Yeah,
if he
but
doesn't
I
say it,
can't,
but do I
listen.
want it? Why would
I
I be
can't play
mad
the
or
game,
not
bro.
want my man to
But
be
that's
like,
not-
don't
I know,
do
but
it
it's
to
not.
pressure her?
I get it. I understand, but it's a big game. Relationships are a game, bro.
It's a chess game. It's a
Yeah.
Why would
non-stop
I
chess
not
game.
want to hear that? I'm not saying I have to
Right,
hear, but
like,
why would I not
To
want
me,
to
it's more like.
Here's my
It's never gonna
question.
be a bad thing.
He complimented you on it, which means he likes it.
My tongue hurts.
But But check this out.
But
Check
does
this
your
out.
dick hurt after all the head?
He complimented you on it because
That's
he
okay.
likes you in that outfit and how you look, right? He did it a few times.
Okay.
So you keep that up, right? Okay, so he's still with you 2 years later, right? Okay, it's because he likes how you look. Him telling you, him showing up to the plate day in and day out. You said you ain't working 2 years. He's gonna show you that he's with you rather than telling you
But
day in
you're
and
with
day
a woman.
out.
Just say something nice.
No,
Who
but a
cares?
wo- but a
Does it
woman-
cost
He's
that
going
much?
to, but to hear it every day again.
I know, but
I don't know about
I
everything.
understand. But
It-
no.
it's very redundant.
Bro, I
and
understand,
again,
I
if he
understand both of you, but a woman wants to hear that shit, dog.
She
That-
does want to
that
hear
shit-
it, but
that
at the
shit
end
for
of the
you
day,
might be redundant, but
at the end of the day, it's like
I'm not gonna fight over compliments,
Right. If you-
but
if
I'm
you
not
ra-
gonna tell
if
you
you do-
stop complimenting.
all right, if you do music and you
Yeah,
write
I-
one verse,
I
right?
couldn't care less.
Are you gonna
Yeah,
spit
like-
that verse for the rest of your life?
Right, exactly.
Hey, no, but you're not a woman, though.
But
A woman
listen,
wants to hear that
a
shit,
week
dog.
later,
He
listen,
knows.
a month. I see where you coming
I
from.
get- I get what you're saying.
Well, I think it's lame too, but they
When
want
I,
to hear
when
that
I,
shit.
when, all right.
Listen, when you do your
I mean,
music, you like to be complimented on and be like, yo, that.
No, is it? No,
that
I don't
rap
like
is
to
nasty.
be. No, I don't like to be complimented.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. I like to hear the truth about my shit. If my shit's whack, tell me my shit's whack, so I
Okay.
can talk.
But you want to
No,
hear
but
the
I
truth,
feel
but you
like
want
because
you
I'm
want.
I
not-
want
I
you
don't
to
know
truth.
now.
No, I don't want
Truth,
you.
though.
I don't want you to sugarcoat my shit.
Yeah.
Right,
Because
right.
if it's whack, it's whack.
No, but I'm not
But
saying
you
it's
like
a fake compliment.
hold on, but you like when they give you compliments though.
Love it.
Okay.
Right.
If it's honest, if it's honest though.
All right.
But who's gonna lie to me?
So
then?
if she did,
That
so
was never the point.
So
to
if
say
she did
lie to
them
me.
French braids and
Yeah.
I didn't like them,
Tell her.
no matter
You
how
have
much
the other day you
effort.
were like, yo, that bun's getting worn out. You always in that
Yes.
damn bun.
But-
And you
But-
see me today with the braids, bro.
But check this out. At least you know the truth.
Yeah.
So if I tell you once, I like that,
Would
I
you-
want you to repeat that.
Yeah.
So it don't need to be
I don't like
redundant.
repeating it too much though, because
Thank
I'm a
you.
little surprised once in a while.
Medusa, I hate agreeing with you, but I have to agree
Why
with
you
you.
gotta
tonight.
say it like that? Like I hate.
I'm
agreeing
not
with you.
either way.
Because
Like
I
I
do,
say, I'm
because I
not
hate-
pressing you for compliments, but I'm never gonna be like, yo, your compliments
No,
too much.
like I agree
Slow
with both
down.
of you, right? It's redundant,
Like-
it's lame, but they want to hear that shit.
I know, but who
You're
got,
gonna-
you
He's
like you
gonna-
said,
so he's
it's
gonna
a
compliment
game.
you?
But who
No,
got
yeah, of
time
course
for
he
fucking
does.
But I'm
games?
saying
Nobody.
we're gonna compliment
Yeah.
you,
So it's like,
but
fuck that.
over the same thing over
I
and
told
over
you,
again.
so-
Yeah.
I don't know about the same thing.
Follow up.
I know about this question, and I know that I've been in a position with a man that he was like super insecure. So in the beginning of the relationship, he used to compliment me all the time. Like I felt like the shit. And then into our relationship, I think they call it like gaslighting now. Like it was almost like he would like it was weird. I don't know. He would like ignore me or do the opposite of compliment me because I feel like he thought it was gonna give me a big head. And when we finished our relationship, he was like, "Oh, you ain't shit. You ain't never gonna be with nobody. Like whatever, saying all this shit." So I feel like he stopped the compliments on purpose as like a punishment because
He told you that you ain't gonna be shit. He did that whole
yeah,
shit.
he was yeah he did.
That's
He did.
great.
You say you ain't gonna be shit.
That's
bro.
hilarious.
He's
That's
like, no one's
hilarious.
ever gonna love you, and I was like, yeah, I know, nigga.
That's like last time you're ever gonna work in this town. Never again. I'm the best thing that ever happened to you.
No, dead ass. That's how it was. That shit was retarded. I was
And
like,
look at this. You know what you should do? You should take the camera, pan around to this crib. Where she at now, nigga? Shit.
all right.
Shit, you see a
They
shine.
come through and be like, what the
Shining.
fucked up?
Nigga, look at this shit. This shit is ill, bro. This shit is ill. Oh, you supposed to, what do you mean? You just,
No, they know they
now you
fucked
picking
up.
and choosing the
That
supposed
was
to be
a lot. That
random.
was
Nah, they threw away the ticket.
Hey, shit.
Okay, it's
Making up the rules. House rules, okay.
I do what I want.
I get it. I get it.
It says I met a guy I really like. I work at a fast food restaurant. I met a guy I really like. I work at a fast food restaurant. We have a lot in common, and it's great chemistry. But he's mentioned he'd like to be with someone more business oriented. He's like my dream guy, but I think my job embarrasses him. What should I do?
Oh, shit.
That's fucked up.
That sounds like
I don't
this
think
girl
you should judge
dating
a person.
Hillary.
Yeah, I don't think you should judge a person by their job. To be
I
honest,
don't either. I feel
Well,
like.
all right. I'm going to say this, though.
What if they were your dream guy though? Because that's what she said. That was
But
her
check
dream
this
guy.
out.
Your dream guy sounds like an asshole.
In that scenario, so this is a scenario to where, and I guess every scenario is, you know, you have to see who these people are that
It's
it's
true,
in it. You
it's
know what
true.
I'm saying? So
Sometimes not enough
if he's
context.
like an executive or if you have a high role Now you have appearances you have to go to. You have company meetings you have to go to where it's expected you bring a spouse or you want somebody that's going to be able to carry their weight in that room. If you got somebody that listen, I'm not saying that that's right. I'm not agreeing
like a
with
bougie
that.
outfit
I'm
and
like,
like
go to fucking Mac.
smile. Yeah, okay, but if you're with somebody that can't hold the conversation,
Listen, I'll give you
this is why I said
bullshit.
it depends on the person. It depends on the scenario.
Right.
If you just have somebody that they just don't have, let's just say,
I mean, it says that they have a lot in
bartender
common.
and your girl is she's running for governor, or if she's a nurse or something like that, and she feels she's higher. If you can hold the conversation, so it wouldn't really matter what you do for work. It wouldn't really matter to have to worry about that.
Me personally,
that's how I'm looking at that.
I'm from a single mother household. I'm all about motherfucking independent women in this bitch. So I don't give a fuck you work at McDonald's, Walmart, 7-Eleven. You getting your motherfucking money.
Yes.
Take care of your motherfucking people.
Yes, it is. Yes, it
Fuck
is.
where you work at.
No, that's what I'm talking about right there.
I just said the same
But
shit.
if you're the man,
it doesn't matter where you work. It doesn't matter where you work. It just matters on the person. I just said the same shit. It matters on the person. You would have to see who they are.
I agree.
It sounds like this dude,
I feel like he sounds like he's
he
probably
might be a little
dick.
bougie. He might be a
he
little
just
too
wants
cool
to sleep
for the
with
room.
you because I feel like if they have a lot in common,
You know what I'm saying? He might be too
if
cool
they have
for
a
the
lot in
room.
common.
Bougie, but I understand.
If they have a lot in common,
I get it,
and they have great chemistry, I feel like they've talked enough
Check this
to
out.
be able to like
To
communicate
go on that.
and be on the same level.
If it's
So
somebody
neither wants to
who,
fuck you
in
or he
this
doesn't.
scenario, it might be an executive where he has
There's gonna
a
be a
high
lot of
title.
editing on this.
It's going to be expected to go to a company meeting or something like that. I'm looking at it from that person's. I'm trying to look at it from that.
But that's some
perspective.
bullshit.
But how do you know you-
JD? I'm
Okay.
talking about the question itself. I'm just saying.
Okay, but if I understand what you're saying, you're talking about like if I'm professional, you need to be able to keep up with me. That's it, right?
That's the way that sounds.
So if they already know that they have,
it shouldn't. It
That's what I'm
shouldn't.
saying.
I'm with you. It
yes,
shouldn't.
the fuck it should.
shouldn't.
I absolutely think it should.
No, if you're professional and
What?
all right,
Why would I want some hillbilly with me that can't like
Look.
keep up with like my thought process?
All right, so why you felt?
Then we have nothing in common. I mean, that was part of it. I think
That
it was
sounds
good.
like
Like,
All
what
right,
the
so
fuck?
if it was. So that tells me a lot about
Surface
that person. Whether you're professional or not, you're professional at a nursing.
Okay.
You're not a professional at thinking. You're
All
not
right,
a
that's
professional at this, at that.
if-
Those are different.
it has
so many
nothing-
different parts of it.
Yeah.
I agree with that, but if
said,
they
you gotta
have a
look at the
lot,
people.
if she, that's not what that means. But like, let's say that like you can't. You remember how the other day we were talking about the white boys, how like you switch it up and like all of a sudden you're like mad professional and like we're not dropping M-bombs and saying like yeah, that shit's mad ghetto. Right, but we do when we talk to like, okay, so that's the same thing. So if like, I think okay, so if you can't like get to that level with me, it doesn't. I don't care what you know about and what I know about. Like, can we like speak the same or hold ourselves to the same level? Like, if you know more about mechanics and I know more about nursing, but like, are we on the same level, like educational wise? Let's say that's what I mean. Like when I say like. How does that? So you would be with a dumb bitch that can't hold a conversation?
You could be with a
Would
dumb
you?
person that don't know how to make money but fucking is immaculate at love.
Or something else.
Even if she's mad
I'll be with
ignorant.
a, like I told you a few weeks ago, I remember saying, I'd rather be with a broke chick that don't know nothing about this.
A broke chick and a dumb chick are two different things.
Out of me.
Yep.
If you know how to love me,
Yep.
be dumb, be everything you want to be, but just keep loving me, and I'm gonna keep doing what the fuck I gotta do.
I know
who
for
I
a
am,
fact that
and I
that's
got you.
bullshit because you could never be with a dumb bitch.
No, that's me.
Okay, so then what you said doesn't even hold truth.
But I'm just saying, you gotta think bigger. Like at the end of the day,
It's
you
not
can't
bigger, you
dismiss-
can't even do
But
that.
you can't dismiss because that's my liking.
But I think that's true for a lot of people. Like you can't be like on level 12 and be with somebody on level 1. Like it just doesn't. Like what are you guys doing together?
I mean, like at the end of the day,
Fucking.
Yes, that's the but no, that's it.
That's what I think he's trying to do, but
not that fucking and snacks and all that. But like I told you, I can, although it'll be hard for me. I just want a bitch to be able to hold her own in case things don't work out. I know I don't have to leave and you're fucked up.
That's all I want.
Because I'll feel fucked up
Right.
about that because I loved you at some point. There's a reason why I invested millisecond of my time into you.
I think in this question, if they have a lot in common and they have great chemistry, they've had plenty of conversation. So I don't think it's necessarily that he's embarrassed. I personally get the vibes that he just wants to hit it.
I'm feeling the same shit. That's just weekend pussy for him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And because if there's some substance there, then yeah, it wouldn't matter what the person. It wouldn't matter what they do for a living.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be embarrassed to bring them around. You know what I'm
If you
saying?
guys already conversating, then it doesn't.
For a living is what you do for a living, and who you are is who you are.
Exactly.
Yep.
Two different things.
Two different
You
things.
can't mix.
A lot of people do.
A lot of
The
relationships
majority.
that, like, if you don't make money, it's gonna
Right.
fuck up. If that's the case, that's a lot of gold digging women. That's gonna fail.
Yeah.
So it's like, and a lot of dudes put up with it because it's like she's good at this, she's good at that, and I'll deal with that.
I'll deal with
Because, like I said earlier, there's pros and cons to everything.
That's a whole nother conversation.
Wins, there's pros with wins and cons, and there's pros and wins with losses.
Anyways,
Some losses I'd rather take.
I didn't do the small business shout out in the beginning, so I did want to do it for Tariq Tattoos. You guys know him, right? You know him.
Tariq. Shout out
So
to
yeah, right. So he's originally from Nashua, out in Oklahoma City now, but he still says he still comes out, does tattoos.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he said he still comes out like every so often.
He's in Oklahoma City?
Yeah.
What?
Yo.
He moved up in life. He leveled up.
So shout out to him when he comes back to New England. Y'all gotta hit him up, get some tattoos. He also does music.
Man, I'm gonna text
Y'all
that
heard his
nigga right
music?
now. This nigga's in Oklahoma City. You serious?
Yeah, he lives out there. He says.
He
lives in
does
Oklahoma
music
City.
too.
Yes, he does music. De Uno music. Yeah, he's pretty nice.
I know all that, but I didn't
He's
know
pretty nice. I like
nigga's
his music.
dipping.
So.
I hope you see this, Tariq. I appreciate the
Oh, he
heads up and I
watches
appreciate
this.
the text, Tariq. I appreciate that. Good looking out, bro.
He's actually a faithful
Letting the
watcher,
nigga
which
know.
I appreciate. So he definitely will
You
see
ain't
it.
shit, Tariq.
Nah, he said he watches the podcast. Thank you.
So I appreciate all the people out in Oklahoma City. Hopefully he's sharing it. And
He also gotta watch that ice cream, OG ice cream.
Check
he
us
gotta
out.
watch that.
You gotta check us out on
Yeah.
YouTube, son. Check us out.
If you want Dope Panic, you gotta watch OG ice cream.
Appreciate it, man.
so I think with that we'll
Facts.
just close out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this text that nigga, he ain't
Sacabo-
shit. This
sac-
nigga's in Oklahoma City, guys.
Se acabó la vaina from Mr. Know It All.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey.
Mr. Know It All. Hold on, I gotta make a presentation.
And the chef for the night.
Definitely the chef every day.
Keep that on the low. Keep that on the low.
Well, all right, my bad.
I'll tell you, they come for the food. They come for the food.